5:59, here's what's happening. Breaking news right now in Norfolk, where police are on the scene of a deadly officer-involved shooting.
Rico has been on Chesapeake Boulevard in the Bayview area all morning gathering more information. Rico, we know police say the suspect was considered armed and dangerous.
Well, that's right, Don and Katie, and we are learning more information about that suspect in this deadly officer-involved shooting. Police say again that he was armed and dangerous and was a wanted and violent criminal. Take a look here at the very active investigation here. You can see a lot of detectives here as they continue their investigation this morning. Police tell me just before 4 o'clock, officers ran into that felon. They say at some point they tried to engage the suspect on the roadway here on Chesapeake Boulevard, and at some point shots were fired. It's unclear how many shots were fired, but police tell me at least one officer fired at the suspect. Police again have not said how many shots were fired in the area. We can see a lot of evidence markers on the ground, though. Norfolk police say the suspect was considered armed and dangerous, and he was on foot at the time of the shooting. Now, a witness told me earlier this morning he'd heard several gunshots but did not see anything. Just to give you an idea of where we are, this is across the street from 7-Eleven on Fisherman's Road and Chesapeake Boulevard, as well as very close to two churches in the area. One church we can see is Hyde Park Free Will Baptist Church. Now, as you can see, the investigation is still ongoing. A lot of officers on scene. You also can see some dark-colored vehicles. The suspect's body is still here. Police are out here taking pictures. They have not removed the suspect's body at this point. They tell me the investigation is still ongoing. We are still trying to figure out exactly what the suspect was wanted for. We do know that he was a violent and dangerous criminal. Police could not confirm to me if this was indeed related to the shooting that happened last night in Ocean View on East Ocean View Avenue. Again, one person is dead here, an officer-involved shooting. Police do tell me, though, that no officers were hurt during this shooting. This is an area where there are a lot of homes on this street. It's usually a very busy street. Police have blocked off this roadway as they continue their investigation. Now, we are still working again to figure out exactly what this suspect was wanted for, what will happen after this investigation, or how many shots were fired. There are still some unanswered questions we are working to gather for you. Of course, once we get that information, we'll be sure to pass it along. But for now, that's the latest here in Norfolk. Don, Katie, back to you.
And Rico, we know that you said that no officers were hurt in this shooting, which is very good news. But obviously for those officers, this is still a very difficult day. It's never easy for them when something like this happens. Have you been able to speak to the police spokesperson about the mental condition of those officers, if they're still at the scene, and what is next for them?
Yes, Katie, I just talked to the public information officer for Norfolk about that exact situation. Literally moments ago, she told me that they did dispatch a team here to talk to the officers, to console the officers. As you may know, anytime something like this happens with officers, it is very tragic for them. They don't want to at any point fire their gun. So she did tell me that people are out here talking to those officers to make sure they are okay after this deadly shooting here this morning. But again, you can see it's very active, and people are out here trying to console those officers at this moment.